Hey guys, what's up? Today I want to introduce you to some very cool high caps. These are the Black Bear Flash magazines that I just got from acmgear.com. They are a new technology to me. I don't know if you know them, but they are very cool high caps. I will show you what's so special about them in a minute. As you can see, there are three versions available. You got the G36 um, magazine that is compatible. At least I've tried it on a Jingong G36K and on a Star Umarex. So that means that it's compatible with pretty much any G36 AG out there. Same goes for the M4 M16 magazine and the AK-74 magazine. In case you don't know, in case you're new to Airsoft, these magazines are all the same in the whole AK family. So if you've got an AK-47, you can use these. If you have an Romanian AIMS, if you have an AMD, if you have even an RPK machine gun, it will take these AK-74 magazines. This one is available in two colors. The rest are just black, but this one is available in black or in plum. That is that orange magazine that was so popular in the 70s and later on, obviously. And well, these the G36 one and the AK magazine are both made of plastic. It seems to be of very good quality, very sturdy, hard, but at the same time flexible. So I wouldn't be afraid of dropping them on the floor. Same goes for the AK, which is even sturdier, of course, Russian. And then you've got the M16 one, which is made of metal. These cost $12.50 a piece, and the reason I got so many high caps is that I have I'm not going to say a big collection, but I have a medium collection, let's say, of AGs, and I can't afford monetarily and in terms of space to have mid caps or real caps for every single AG. And then there's also the problem that I trade and sell a lot of my guns. I usually have a new AG at least once a month, so it's kind of uncumbersome to trade all your mid caps, your expensive mid caps, with your AG, or getting new ones every time you buy a new AG. So I've always had and probably always will have high cap magazines. The only problem there is with high cap magazines is the problem you have with feeding them. For those who don't own an AG yet, traditional high cap magazines, you open one of these trap doors. This one, for example, is a nice one. This M4 M16. You fill this whole space with BBs, and you have to close it so they don't drop off. And then you have a wheel. Here you have like a dented wheel, like it looks like a gear here underneath on the plate, and you have to just turn this wheel with your finger in order for the spiral spring that is housed here to get charged, to get compressed, to push the BBs up. The problem is this wheel is often very hard to reach. It's very uncomfortable. It's very hard to actually turn it sometimes, especially if you're wearing gloves. And so it happens very often that in the middle of a shootout, you end up shooting air because there are no more BBs. There are a lot of BBs in the mag, but they're not coming up. So the wise people at Black Bear decided to change the outer wheel to keep it inside and to attach to this system this puller here and a metal cord. So what you do is you just open this trap door. For example, the G36, you have a small plastic tab here in the front, so you just open it like this, not that quick obviously, and take this this puller and just pull once, and the wheel that is inside will turn. I haven't counted it, but probably more than what you could turn in a minute if you had to do it with your finger. Same thing goes for the M4 one. You just have to open the trapdoor here in the back. The metal cord, by the way, is, yeah, well, obviously metal, so I wouldn't be afraid of breaking it or snapping it after the long use. As you can see, it's quite a piece of string, very long. So one quick pull will actually feed your high cap instead of having to, you know, in the middle of a game, start turning your wheel and waiting for your enemies to come get you unarmed while you're feeding your magazine. Here's what you do. Let go, and as you can see, the BBs are already up. So a very clever, very smart system of feeding high caps that I hope imposes itself, and everyone starts doing these, because they are so much better than traditional high caps. And I mean, it looks a bit weird in the beginning when you're when for the first time people see you opening this trap door and pulling on a metal string inside and then letting it go up. But the fact is that these are just a lot quicker, a lot more comfortable than traditional high caps, and work just as well. And I don't see any reason why companies shouldn't start making their own high cap magazines like Black Bear, like the Black Bear Flash magazines. There's another cool thing about this, particularly about this G36 magazines. Many of you who have a G36 or a SIG, like a SIG 552 or the SIG 550, know that these tabs tend to break. These are used to attach them to these male counterparts on another magazine to couple two magazines and carry both on your gun instead of having to pull them out of a pocket or a pouch. But these ones are separate pieces that allow these tabs to have a lot more play, so they don't break. You can attach them and detach them, as you can see, a lot quicker, and there's not that much stress on these parts, so they won't break. So pretty cool product, actually. It's a pretty simple thing that will make your life, at least your airsoft life, a lot better. So let's hope that these are successful and that Black Bear starts making the same concept for any other high caps. I particularly would want them to make at least M14s and Scar Ages. That would be really cool if they could make one of these flash magazines for the MP5 family. That would be great. But I'm pretty happy with these three. So go down to acmgear.com and get yourself one of these flash magazines if they are available for your model. If they are not, email the guys at acmgear.com and tell them to ask Black Bear to make them for your AG. I hope you like the review. Bye.